Hello. Let's see if it's working. Don't know. I have no idea if I'm on live. A lot of this is still very confusing. So, hey Forever, hi. Hey Cheryl, hi. Hope more people realize that I'm on live here. So if they want to see me and how I'm doing, and I'm here, so I can't see what the numbers are. They're too light. So today's Wednesday. I thought I'm just gonna come out and say a few things. You know, that's my opinion, because I'm still able to post on my pages. Like I said, I can't go live on my Adorable Deplorable. That's for like now another 29 days. And I got 11 days on Deplorable Deb, but that's not going to stop me because I'm still posting. So I'm still staying on top of everything that's happening. But I decided to come out and talk, not to show you videos or anything, because I'm hearing from people, and I think people are getting antsy now. They're getting, like worried and things like that, or they say, Deb, he has to do something now. So I'm just going to give you my opinion of this and what I feel, and maybe you could think about it. When somebody says, Deb, he has to do something now, I feel that the president and his team are doing everything the legal way. And let me explain to you why I'm saying this. Let's say he starts showing all the cheating, which he will. He starts showing that, look at all these drives that they're founding now, I think in Georgia, where on all these drives, that gets me mad, because I can't picture my vote or anybody's vote being on any computer drive, or a flash thing that they forgot to put in. I don't like that. I think it's unfair. I think it's very unfair that we, the American people, we go and vote and we think that's it. And meanwhile, they're counting it somewhere else. Who's putting in a flash drive? So I believe the president and Sidney Powell and Rudy Giuliani, they know they have this. They know they have the proof. Look at Lynn Wood when he comes out, how he says that he knows the president's going to be president, and he also believes that people are going to jail. So what I think has to happen, and it has to happen, is, let's say all of a sudden the Democrats come out or these states come out and say, yeah, we made a few mistakes. You know what? We're sorry. Let's make it right. And all of a sudden we see that the president's numbers are going back, and they're gonna chalk it off. Well, it was a fluke, right? And let's see, everybody's happy. And now the president is president because now the numbers are correct. But understand, if Joe Biden all of a sudden comes out and says, we acknowledge that there was a couple of errors, we're sorry, we had nothing to do with this, and they turn it around and make it like, okay, you won. But guess what happens? How is the president going to show his evidence if they're okay with, you know what, we'll fix this and that's it. He has to show. He has to show the fraud. And I have a feeling they're getting worried now. They're getting worried. And I just think that you're going to see people, coming out to say, well, can we fix this? Yeah, we're sorry, this and that. How about we have another election or something like that? No. The president has to get it, because what's happening is people are listening to the mainstream media. They're saying, Deb, he's losing this case and that. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That has to happen. He has to get it to the Supreme Court. For it to go the way that he has to present the evidence. He has to have the good FBI come out with what they found. They have enough proof, guys, I'm telling you. But he can't just, run out of the White House and say, here's the proof. Hey, guys, here's the proof. Because you know that if it goes the way of the Supreme Court, the Democrats are going to try to fight this. They're going to lose. There's too much evidence. I think what they're going to try to do is cover it up. Give the president the win. And this way, it quiets, and then they're going to go into 2024 doing the same shit again. That's how I see it going. And that's why when everybody's saying, but Deb, something has to break. Yeah, it has to break. But like today, I think they had until noon. I believe the president and the campaign is asking for a partial recount in Wisconsin. They know the areas. Okay? They know the areas that were affected by the fraud. And they need to do that. This is just my opinion. Because I'm reading people's comments that, again, I see them not being positive, not staying positive. You have to stay positive. You really do. Because I believe Lynn Wood would not come out and say these things and put his career. I believe that Sidney Powell also would not come out. They would be taking a different stance. Rudy Giuliani. Of course, they're expecting pushback. You saw what happened last night in Michigan, right? Where 1 minute they weren't going to do the certification or whatever. And then within an hour, 2 Republicans just sided with the 2 Democrats. But that has to happen. But remember, if I have this right, that is 1 county, okay? Clark County or whatever it is, that is 1 county. I believe, and you should look this up, there's over 100 counties. And right now, look at in Georgia. Georgia, we're up to the third one now that is showing, oh, we forgot this on a flash drive. Oh my Lord. 2,600 votes, majority are for Trump. Another one, 2,300 votes. Another one, 3,000 votes. So, I mean, are you understanding the way that I'm saying it? I sit and I read and I think of these things and I say, wow, what they're going to do when they see they can't get out of this, they're just going to try to say, well, yeah, we found this, we'll roll it back. But you need to understand, there's too many things going on. You got the Hammer and Scorecard going on, and what happens with that, they can actually eliminate votes. There's many votes that are lost, guys, I'm telling you. The president won by so much. I believe over 80 million. He won by so much. And what they did, so you got a couple of things. You got the Dominion going on. You got, just not counting votes. You got when they brought the ballots in. You got votes that are going in 5 times the same vote. Like if this is the ballot, watch this. See, this is the ballot. They rigged the machine that it will keep taking it. That's why in many of these states, these battleground states, they have to do an audit. They have to do a hand count. They have to look at each ballot. That's going to take time. And you know what? It's only the Democrats that want to rush this because they have to get Joe Biden in there. And I still believe that there are going to be states, red states, that are not going to certify because they have every right to feel that something went on because the numbers don't match, guys. No matter what way you do this, it doesn't match. The Democrats did not have a blue wave, did not have a blue tsunami. They won nothing, okay? They won nothing. And who won and who's still winning? The Republicans. So when you do the math, okay, it can't be that Donald Trump, who even the Republicans are thanking for his leadership, and how all the people, so you know, if all the people voted for all of them to come in, they sure voted for President Trump. But understand what this machine did. This machine literally took off votes. They even lost votes. If I can pull it up, I'll even read you the list. So let me make sure where I might. Okay, just let me ask this. I am saying I am live on YouTube right now. Just had to answer that, so don't go nowhere. I believe I have it somewhere here. Let me make sure. Let me see if I could just get into the website. If I get into the website, I could read it to you. And I don't care that. No, it's not this. I'm pretty sure I saved it. So this way you guys can see how this went. Messages, might be in my messages. You know what? I think I cleared out a lot of stuff. I'll probably get it and just do a video so I can read it to you guys. Yeah, because you know what? I did a whole clean out of my phone yesterday, and this way it gave me more gigabytes. So, for example, when they did the recording, I believe it's on here. Wait a minute, because I just had it yesterday. And I posted it. That's right. I posted it. You know where it is? It's on my parlor. That's where it is. Because I remember posting it. So let's see. Gotta get there, gotta get there. I don't think they took it off here, so. So let's see. Thought it was on here. It's on the video.
A lot of people are wondering
Hold
if
on.
this is true. If all of the data,
Yeah, I'm gonna. I don't think you could see it out here.
could just be a false narrative. Where is the real hard evidence, people ask?
Yeah. I'll get it later. I can't post it because I'm afraid they're gonna take it off. So can't post it. But it, like I said, it's called the Hammer and Scorecard, ABC. And I saved that here. And when you go in, you're gonna see a chart. You're gonna see a chart. And you're gonna see where they switched and what they lost. Switched and lost. Yep. So I know people are happy to see me. They ask about what missing. I'll just give you some things that say, like Georgia, Floyd County found 2,600 ballots during audit, most which are likely Trump voters. Secretary of State is calling on elections director to step down. People are asking where John Radcliffe is. I believe he's working. Again, this is the video that got me posted. It's over there too. I mean, got me blocked. This really bothered me when I saw them trying to knock down this woman. See it? Yep. President says I won the election. So another thing I wanted to talk about is the, as we're seeing now, it's very disturbing to watch how Cuomo, okay? Imagine this one. Cuomo is giving himself a $25,000 raise, right? $25,000. He's going from $225,000 to $250,000. Meanwhile, no judges, no other, government there are getting any raise but him. Can you imagine that? Imagine what people are feeling when he's responsible and he has the nerve today to be going on the net, going on the TV, and saying that President Trump had nothing to do with the vaccines. Could you believe this man? You know what, guys? I don't know how people are not, rebelling and going to the streets. I'll tell you. Not to riot and, loot and things like that, but to remove these people physically from office. I'll tell you right now. I don't know how I don't know how that they could come out and tell you that you can't have more than 6 people for Thanksgiving, or you're going to be arrested in that. Guys, do you see what's happening? Look what they did to the election. Look what they're trying to do now. This isn't play shit now, okay? This is real. It's real. And understand what they're going to do now, because we're going into the winter. And when we go into the winter, look, we know COVID-19 wasn't even. The name COVID-19 was not named for a virus. It was named for what they did with this election. And I'm telling you now, Missy's the perfect example, okay? You can beat this. Like now, there's no exact, every time somebody gets sick now, they're calling it COVID-19. What happened to the flu? This is what they're going to do. There's no actual name, okay? It's unbelievable. And I tried to get people to understand this. There was never a... Look, every year we get the flu. What happened during the swine and the H1N1 or N1H1, whatever? Did people walk around with masks on during the time for that? I'll wait for an answer. Did they? Did anybody walk around? Do people walk around when we just have the flu? You want to know why you don't? Can you answer me why you don't? You know why you don't? Because the media didn't tell you to. Because the media and the Democrats didn't tell people, oh, that's bad. You're going to die from it. You better wear a mask. This is the problem. That's what they did. They're continuing to do it. And it's sad. It's sad. People are leaving New York City. Look what they did to that city. Everything that we're seeing happening now, you gotta blame the media. They are the culprits. Right down to COVID-19, right down to everything they've done to the president for 4 years, and I don't know how they're gonna get away with it. That's why it's very important what we're seeing going on right now. The president and his team, I believe the military, all of them have been watching this. And for me, this is the end of the Democratic Party. And I still feel that you're going to see some Democrats now walking away when they get more drift of what's going to happen. And you have to know how President Trump is. You know he wasn't going to let them take him down. Not going to let him take him down. And us, the people. He watched them do everything. Do you really think that he didn't think of the election? When I'm believing now it was about the election all along? Do you guys remember me saying to you about the 2016? Something always bothered me about it. How fast Hillary Clinton conceded. How fast Obama told her to do that. Because we're going to hear that also that was rigged. And I guess the sting through General Flynn, I still say it's all adding up why Obama wanted to stop him. Not about Obamagate, and maybe this is all Obamagate, but we're only hearing Obamagate with the departments he weaponized and everything about going through trying to take the president out, when all along he was hiding the things he did. Also, you know how I believe? You know how people say you can't take out an ex-president, or you can't take out a sitting president, even though Obama is not a sitting president, or you can't impeach him? Well, they're also gonna find, I believe, and then again, this is me, and I have freedom of speech. I'm just telling you what I feel, the vibes that I get. Because remember, I kept saying, what is up with the 2016 election? Why are they forcibly going after President Trump? Why did they all show up to show a peaceful transition that never was peaceful? Okay? They showed up at his inauguration, except for some Democrats didn't. Right after that, just time, here came the media. 19 minutes after, they were already, doing their protests, talking about impeachment. Why did Hillary Clinton all of a sudden? You know why? Because if people would have said, how do you know? Why are you, Russia, he cheated. Why are you saying that? She's not going to say, well, we had it rigged. You know what they were worried about? That's why they didn't contest. That came from Jill Stein. Because they didn't want to get caught. They knew that they would do it again in 2018 to get the House back. They knew they were going to do it in 2020. And that's why during the campaign of 2016, they were all so sure that Donald Trump wasn't going to win. Yep. So what I'm getting at is that when everybody says nothing's going to happen to Obama, nothing's going to happen to Joe Biden because they're president and vice president. Well, when the truth comes out and they find out that the 2020, not the 2020, the 2012 election against Mitt Romney was also fixed. So then guess what? That means that Obama and Biden didn't win a second term. That means that while Obama was in office, those last 4 years, he wasn't a legit president. See, every time they use the word legit, it goes back to them. And that's what they're afraid. That's why they're afraid of General Flynn. Because I bet General Flynn knows about this. Because how else would Donald Trump know about this? How else would Donald Trump be able to get a team together to watch them for 4 years? And at the same time, the president is telling us, you never let your enemy know what you're doing. So, as the Mueller report came out and the Russia, all the president talked about, not one time, maybe, remember him during one of the first things President Trump said, rigged. Think about it. How we see now, every time he says something, it happens, and it's true. That's how I'm looking at it. That's why I stay positive. And I stay positive with this too. Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and all of them, and the mainstream media says to them that Biden won. So obviously, they're not listening to themselves, because if Biden won, then what does it matter what I'm talking about? What are you so worried that we got to be banned off of Facebook doing live? See what I mean? Or people are blocked from Twitter. You claim the mainstream media called the race. To you, he's president. Right? So, what's up with that, Facebook and Twitter? Yep, what's up with that? So, I just came on now to talk to you a little bit about, this COVID-19 and how, you're just doing whatever the mainstream media says. That's right. If they would have came out a couple of years ago and said, oh, H1N1 and the swine are going to kill you. You must wear a mask. That's exactly what happened now with this. And they did this so, one, they can implement the mail-in ballots. It's all coming. It's all coming. And while this was going on, our president was dropping little hints. And guess what? How I see this. When he was dropping those hints, he did it more for a reason. Because every time the president says something, they do the opposite. When he came out and was warning people, oh, we can't let these mail-in ballots happen. He set them up. What did they do? They went wacko. They just started sending more and more and more and more. That's what he wanted. Yep. When we were going to the rallies and the president said, vote on November 3rd, he wanted that red wave. So this way it would knock them out. That's why they goof. See? They actually outed themselves, okay? They outed themselves when they saw his numbers getting higher and higher. And, all of a sudden at this one time, all these battle states just dropped. Okay? Just stop counting. They're so stupid. They are so stupid because people are watching this. Matter of fact, the president was watching it. And I'm pretty sure the authorities were watching it. That's why the president knows his exact numbers. They got sloppy. All this shit that they claim they didn't stop Republican poll watchers from going in. Yes, they did. Matter of fact, they stopped even independents from going in. They got sloppy. And they thought they're going to get away with this. And if they get away with it, it's not going to stop, guys. I'm telling you now. This time around, there are going to be really pissed off people. And you know what? There are more of us than them. And that brings me comfort. It really does. Because for a long time, that's what the mainstream media was doing. Talking about their base. Trump's base. They can't handle it. And the numbers are there. The numbers are there just by how the election went. The Democrats, the moderate Democrats, they're seeing that. They know it. And they know what's going to happen. If they let this go through, nothing will be done. I'm telling you right now. We, the American people, will not give them 1 day apiece. I'm telling you now. That's why for us and the country and for Europe to get this straight, because you know what's sad? while these bastards are doing this, and while they conjured this up, they killed people with COVID, with that whole thing, with the whole thing, and what Cuomo did. They're the culprits. They're the ones that have blood on their hands. Yep. That's the thing that gets me sick, because of the length that they took this. Also, the damage they're doing to people now, and they want to continue it. They want to ruin the American people, so we will end up a socialist country, because people are losing their businesses, people are getting depressed, people are committing suicide, people are afraid. Now they're coming out and warning people about Thanksgiving, having people worried. Now they don't even want to be with their family. Yep, I already spoke about the raise, Caroline. $25,000. He should be ashamed of himself. Ashamed of himself at a time like this, when there are people that didn't get the stimulus checks and are out of work and lost their business, and all places are still boarded up. They brought New York City to look like a third world country where Omar and all of those bastards are comfortable looking at. And the nerve of Omar, what she called us, that when we go to a Trump rally, it's Trump and his Klansmen. Tell you, these people are really pushing it. And it's sad, because we don't deserve this, guys. As Americans and as fighters, our country has defended so many countries and protected so many countries. And the money that we give out, it's really sad what they're trying to do to our president and to do to us, to do to my vote and your vote. And what they want to do is to get us so discouraged that we're not going to vote. And then and you know what's scary? All these people that think that they're so protected, you know? Or now they're intimidating. See? Is that another thing? That because, you know, two Republicans, now this is what they do? They got people doxing people? Why? This is not the country we are. We can't let that happen. Look at all the people that fought for this country to give these jackasses that are doing this. I can't stomach just hearing about how these are politicians in public office that accepted these machines with the intent of doing what they were going to do to us, the American people. I don't get it. I just don't get it. And then they think that they're just going to walk freely. And that we're supposed to, you know, just suck it up and get on board. And I think the Democrats are really waking up that this is not going to happen. They went too far. They really did. They really went too far, guys. And I'm trying to get this message out to people. Stop it. Stop it with the mainstream media. Stop it with these people scaring you. Right now, the flu is out. A cold is out. It's not COVID-19. COVID-19 was just a cover. And what they were passing around, the way I see it, was every other virus that we've been fighting. And now they want to look at the promise President Trump made, that he would have a vaccine. He even did that. He did that. And they even want to take that from him. But understand, the president has this. And that's why he says the best is yet to come. So, I hope everybody understands my logic. So, this has to play out, guys. The lawyers and President Trump needs everything to play out. They want these court cases. They want some of them to fail. This way it will go to the Supreme Court. Matter of fact, it might not have to go to the Supreme Court. He might just come out and get this big surprise like he said. We might hear an address to the, to the public and just come out and say it and let the rest begin. They can't touch him. The one thing the president has is the military on our side, on his side. Yep, the military. Because they know the truth. These people that are in the military giving up their everyday life to protect us, do you think they want to see? Do you think it's fair to them that many of them don't even know what happened to their vote? How come we're not hearing about that? The president did put out that there was a bunch of military votes. How fair is that? And how fair is it that with this Dominion machine, that they think they could just go and eliminate? There's one there, I forgot, I think it's in Pennsylvania, where they show the switch of what was taken from Trump to Biden, and then what was lost was over 941,000 votes just lost. See? It's very sad. And he's all prepared. Because if they think they're going to go out there and just riot and destroy cities, not this time around. Not this time. It's not going to be that way. So, maybe a lot of people will think of it the way that I'm thinking about it. That if they just decide to find votes here that goes in Trump's favor, understand, hey, I would love that, okay? But if that happens and nothing comes out about the fraud, they are going to get away with not getting the presidency, but they will get away with a crime because the intent was there. They did it. Now, they might try to come out and say, okay, we figured it out. Something did happen with the machine. We'll reverse it. Sorry, people. Joe Biden might come out and say, I did say that until the numbers, can't be like that. They gotta be called out for the truth. Understand, the president won, we won. And it can't be over a mistake, okay? He won. He won on the night of November 3rd. And they have to be called out, or we're never going to get this. If we don't correct it and they get put away and held accountable, we will never have this country with a fair and free election again. And to the many of you that have children, you can't let this happen. You can't. I don't have kids, but I come out to speak because I can't see this happen. I really can't. Not when this country has been good to all of us. It gives us the dream. Why would they want to bring this country down? What's going to happen to all those people that are living in those countries that have also been hijacked with a rigged election? Could you imagine in those countries how those people have been treated, living in poverty when they didn't have to. I even heard they tried to do this with Brexit. Very sad. So we got to stay positive, guys, please. Light your candles, keep the prayers going, stay positive. The more positive you are, the more of that positive energy is going out there for the president and his team. And matter of fact, I'm hoping that there's many patriots out there that were servicemen and ex-police that could probably also help with security of all. You know, I know the president has the security, but I worry about Sidney Powell and her team and Lynn Wood. I'm just hoping that maybe you're retired and you want to help, and maybe you could help that way by protecting them. I'm axing that, I really am, and I'm getting choked up about it. So I'll talk to you guys later. So share this video for me, and I'll talk to you later. Thank you for tuning in. Love you guys. How do I put this off again? You think it's up here? Yeah. Yep, end it. Stay positive.